If Palestine always existed, it was always an Arab Muslim country, how come the Romans never mention it? Hey guys, this is Leo. So check this out. The Roman ruled the entire area of Israel, most of the Middle East, most of the Mediterranean coast for about 600 years. They don't mention any Palestinians. They talk a lot about the Jews. You got Cicero, for example. You got Pompeius. You got Crassus. You got Julius Caesar. You got Augustus Caesar. You got Caligula, Tiberius, Caligula, Claudius, Aspasianus. You got Titus. All those guys are talking about the Jews a lot. They don't mention Palestinians even once. Okay, so how can you tell me that Palestine all the time existed since antiquity? What are you talking about? It did not exist in antiquity because the Romans don't mention it, okay? They talk about the Jews all the time. When they talk about the Jews as a nation all the time. In Jerusalem, in Judea, in the area that you call Palestine, the Romans don't mention it. The Romans says Judea all the time, okay? And they don't mention any people called Palestinians. Okay, so the Romans don't mention the Palestinians, and you need to accept this fact that Palestinians as a nation is a much later invention. Okay, and it cannot compete with the status of the Jews as the indigenous people of the land of Israel. Bye. So over here, this is Cicero. He lived in the 1st century BC. This is probably maybe from the year 60 BC. I think before Julius Caesar became the consul. But he's actually as a lawyer in a case against the Jews. I think that it's a case that the Jews actually sued the ruler of Asia, which is today Turkey, because he confiscated money that they collected for the temple in Jerusalem. He just took it for himself, and they sue him in court. And Cicero came in on behalf of his client, which was the ruler of Asia, and basically said, "So what? So what if we took their money? They're barbaric, stupid people, basically, But okay, that's anti-Semitic for sure. And the guy was punished by God after that. He was assassinated. He was murdered in the clear of by both Augustus and Antonius. He was killed in a very brutal way. Maybe there's a connection. I don't know. Maybe there's a connection. I don't know. A lot of people got killed that time, Jews as well. But this is an evidence not only that the Jews existed and they were acknowledged by the Romans at that time, already in the 1st century BC, but also that Jerusalem was their capital. Jerusalem was the temple was in Jerusalem, but there's no mention of any Palestinians.